Hello, and in this video we're going to look at some myofascial exercises to help with breathing issues. So this could be anything such as a short-term problem caused by an infection or a virus, so that could be bronchitis, flu, pneumonia or COVID-19, or for people who have longer-term problems caused by emphysema or COPD or asthma. So in any of these situations, your breathing can be affected, partly because the muscles and the fascia in your neck and your chest become tighter, and so this makes your breathing more difficult. So the exercises we're going to do are just ways to help to loosen things, and hopefully this should help to improve your breathing overall. So in this exercise we're going to use a myofascial ball on the side of the neck. So you may wonder why we want to work on our neck when this is a video about breathing exercises, but anytime you have any breathing problems, you use what are called accessory muscles to help get the air in and out of your lungs. And the accessory muscles are mainly the muscles in your neck that feed into the top of your lungs round here and round your chest. These can all become overworked and tight. They can cause pain in themselves, but also they can contribute to continued breathing difficulties, and so this is a good way to help release these. So to do this, I'm going to have the ball on the side of my neck, so have it round about where your ear is, not round here at the front, which would make it difficult to breathe. And then I'm going to lie on my side. So I'm going to bring my bottom arm forwards, which just brings my shoulder forward and means that the ball is resting on my neck, and I can just allow the pressure of the ball to start to release some of the restrictions in the side of my neck. So it can help to have a small pillow or a towel under your head just to make things more comfortable. And at home you can do this either on the floor or on your bed. So as long as you're here for at least 2 minutes, this will help to start to release some of the restrictions in the tissues. And once you've done one side, then of course you can work on the other side as well. So another way in which you can help to loosen your neck is by doing a simple neck stretch. So to do this, you just tilt your head to the side so your ear comes towards your shoulder. Just go as far as is comfortable, and you can then allow your arms just to hang heavy by your sides and just wait for a sense of things starting to release and let go. So never force into pain when you're doing a fascial stretch. You are just waiting for the tissues to release, and so you start to feel a stretch from the side of your neck coming down into your shoulder and maybe even down into your arm. So when you do this stretch, you need to be here for at least a couple of minutes, and as the stretch deepens, you may find that by resting your hand on top of your head, this can help to increase the stretch. So I'm not pulling or forcing, I'm just resting my hand so that the weight of my hand and arm creates a deeper stretch. So being here for at least 2 minutes will allow the tissues to let go. When I come out of the stretch, it's a good idea just to roll my neck and shoulders around, and then I can do the same thing on the other side. So in this exercise we're going to work on our neck, and in particular on a muscle in the neck which wraps from just under your ear, round the side to the front, and then attaches in to your collarbone and your breastbone. It's called the sternocleidomastoid, which is a bit of a mouthful, but it means sterno, sternum or breastbone, cleido, clavicle, collarbone, mastoid, which is the area of your skull just below your ear where it attaches into. So there's one on either side of your neck. Their job is to turn your head from side to side And if you have been having breathing problems, it can become very tight and stuck, and not only restrict the movement of your head, but also restrict your breathing. So to work on this, if you tilt your head towards your shoulder and turn your head to the side, and then you use your other hand to come up and just take hold of the muscle. So it feels a bit like a greasy rope. It's just below the skin, and so you just need to take hold of it and compress it gently between your thumb and your fingers. So it may feel a bit weird at first, but once you get the feel for this, you'll be able to work on it, and it will really help to improve things for you. So whatever area you compress, it may feel a bit tight and sore. It may feel like there's a bit of a lump there, which will be a trigger point. And you just wait for a couple of minutes, and you may feel that things start to release and soften. So once you've been in one point for a couple of minutes, you can then move to another area and work on that. So you can work on several points between the top and the bottom, just where you can comfortably access the muscle. And obviously working on both sides means that you will help to improve your range of movement in your neck and also help with your breathing. So little and often when you work on this muscle is the best idea. If you do a lot of work, you may find that you give yourself a bit of a headache. So just take it easy when you start to work with your SCM until you get used to the feel of working with it. In this exercise, we're going to work on the chest muscles using 1 or 2 balls. So your chest can become very tight when you have any kind of breathing problems. So partly it becomes tight because you're having to use more muscles to help the air in and out of your lungs as you breathe, and partly because lots of people cough as part of their condition. And so this again tightens everything around the top of your chest. So to work in this area, you're going to place a ball on your chest, so inside of your shoulder joint and below your collarbone. So the place you're going to put it is here. As I say, you can either work with 1 ball or with 2 balls, one on either side, depending on how comfortable it feels for you. So if we use 2, so I'm going to lie on my front, and I'm going to put 1 ball under each side of my chest. And then I'm just going to relax on the floor. So at home you could do this on the floor, or you can do it on your bed, whichever is more comfortable for you. And you're just waiting for a sense of things starting to release and let go. So as long as you're here for a couple of minutes, you will start to loosen the muscles and the fascia across the front of your chest. And this will help to open things out and help improve your breathing. So in this exercise, we're going to do the towel stretch. This is a great stretch to do for your whole body, and it's very easy. All you need is a big towel like this. This is a bath sheet, and you just roll this up into a big sausage. So you can do this exercise either on the floor or on your bed, whichever is easier for you. When you lie on the towel, you need to have your head and your bottom actually on the towel and your spine along it. So make yourself comfortable. You can either have your knees bent or your legs flat, whichever is more comfortable for you, and your arms down by your sides. So what this does is the towel lifts your spine off the ground by a couple of inches, and then gravity starts to pull everything back down towards the floor. And in particular, for anyone who's had any breathing issues, it will help to relax all the muscles and the tissues around your rib cage and help to open them out. It will also help to open out across your chest and your shoulders, which will help to relax your neck. So this can be very beneficial to anybody who's spent a lot of time coughing or having any kind of difficulty breathing. So normally I would say to do this exercise for 10 to 15 minutes, put some nice music on and just relax. But if you find that this is uncomfortable, you could always start with a much shorter time, so 2 to 5 minutes, and gradually build up from there. If you do this regularly, you'll find that it will definitely help to relax the tissues in your upper body, and also it helps to improve your posture. In this video, we've covered some simple myofascial release exercises that can help anybody who's had any difficulties with their breathing. You can find more exercises like this in our Living Pain Free online program, which you can find at our website, along with our myofascial release kits.